So, it's now 2026 and we still haven't heard about any Sony FX6 Mark II or Sony FX3 Mark II. Hey, I'm Deomaster. I'm a creative director, filmmaker and music producer. In this video I want to talk about the Sony FX6 in 2026. You know, FX6 2026. I've been using the FX6 for quite some time now, and before that I had the Sony FX3. But I decided to go from FX3 to FX6 because every time I was going on the shoot with my FX3, I was building a rig. And every time it ended up looking big and chunky because I was having the V-mount battery and the external monitor. So I thought, well, why not just go for a camera that is already built for this kind of setup, right? So that's why I just went from FX3 to FX6. The Sony FX6 is a great camera, and today I'm not gonna make a full review about the specs and stuff like that because there are already a lot of good videos out there. I mainly use my Sony FX6 for commercial projects, documentaries, events, and yeah, sometimes even social media stuff as well. And honestly, I would say this camera still feels modern. The image is beautiful, the colors are clean, and the dynamic range still good, still amazing, even in 2026. But the biggest thing for me is reliability. I never worry about battery life. When I go on the shoot, I use these batteries, and one battery like this is gonna last for 4 hours, something. And I also have a smaller one that I use. This lasts like 2 hours or something. So when I go on shoot, I bring these two batteries, and yeah, I'm good for like 6 hours straight. And having the peace of mind when you are on the shoot is priceless. Now, is the Sony FX6 still worth it in 2026? Because technology moves fast. Every time we get a new camera coming out, new specs, new hype. We saw the C50 with Canon, we saw the R6 Mark III, we saw the Nikon ZR, we saw a lot of stuff like the Pixie 6K, 12K. But in real life, on real shoots, what really matters is, does the camera still deliver? Now, as for the Sony FX6, it's a 4K camera. Yeah, everything still mainly delivered in 4K or sometimes even in 1080p. Right? But let's be real for a second. We are in 2026 when a lot of brands offer 6K, 8K, 12K, sometimes 17K, right? With the Blackmagic stuff. So the Sony FX6 starts to feel a little behind on paper. Now, we shouldn't forget that this camera came out 6 years ago. I would rather have a solid 4K, good dynamic range, good colors, and overall great reliability than having 8K with overheating issues. Because, I mean, specs are good, but workflow is king, right? Now, is this camera still worth it in 2026? I would say yes, absolutely. This camera can easily stay relevant until 2028 or even 2030. Not because of specs, but because of how well it fits in real professional work. And considering this camera came out almost 6 years ago, of course this camera is not perfect, but I mean, it's still a beast, right? I'm still waiting for the Sony FX6 Mark II to come out. And I wish that one will have a better screen. Maybe internal, not maybe, it's mandatory to have internal RAW recording without using, you know, external monitors and external recording devices. Also, at least an 8K or 6K sensor, maybe. And open gate. Sony, come on, open gate. Because when you use something big like this, you don't want to, you know, rotate it like that to shoot vertically. Now, should you buy the Sony FX6 in 2026, the Sony FX6 Mark I? I would say absolutely, yes. Absolutely, yeah. This camera still delivers and it's still a beast. If you are a professional filmmaker, if you do client work, if you do commercials, if you do weddings, events, music videos, long-form content, and if you want a solid 4K, good colors, great dynamic range, great low light, great autofocus, and also, yeah, built-in NDs. Because if you go for a shoot and you forget to bring these, well, you kinda screwed, right? But if you are a creator, if you are a social shooter, if you mainly work with gimbals and you mainly work to deliver vertical content, this camera is probably not for you. you should rather go with cameras like A7S3 or FX3 or A7 IV or A7 V or Canon C50 or R6, or those small like DSLR form factor cameras. These are better for shooting vertically and horizontally, because it's small. You will not go to shoot vertical content with this thing and twist it like this. It's awkward. It's just nah. The client is gonna be happy though. So that's gonna be it for me, guys. Thank you very much for staying until the end. I really appreciate it. I'm trying to get back on making YouTube videos again, so if you enjoyed this one, I would really appreciate it if you leave a like, you leave a comment, you subscribe, because it will help the channel grow and help me stay motivated. So yeah, thanks for watching, and catch you on another one.